What's up, guys? It's Hot Wheels Tournaments. It's time to shake things up a bit and do something we haven't done in a while. It's time for Die-Cast Rally Cars 2. So, we got 5 competitors today. We got the Toyota Supra, the Fiat 500, the 2012 Ford Fiesta, the Volkswagen Brasilia, and the Volkswagen Beetle. We got our track. Let's take a quick look at it. Track's definitely more exciting than it was last time. So, we start here. We're going to come down. We got a couple hills early. We'll go over 2. Then we come through a 180-degree turn. We then come through this launcher around a 180-degree turn that's elevated above the rest of the track. Then a 90, which is also elevated. They then come down this hill through the jump, and their run time stops when they trigger that sensor. Alright, here we go. Our first car on the course today is the Toyota Supra. So there it is, the Toyota Supra in red. Let's see how it does.
Alright, here we go. First competitor of the day. It's the Toyota Supra. Here we go with his first run. Coming over the hills and down the straight, handles the 185 through the launcher, bangs into the wall and spins out. Painful crash. Let's take a look at what happened here on the replay. The hills and the straight are definitely the easiest part of this course, and he handles them just fine. Smooth sailing. Comes into the 180-degree turn. Taller cars can have a harder time there, but the Supra's pretty short. Nothing too bad. Comes through the launcher, not completely on the track, and nails the wall. So a pretty embarrassing crash there. Not a great opening run. The Supra will look to redeem himself on the second run. Let's see how he does. That's coming up in a second. Alright, here we are, second run down the straight, through the 180, elevated turns, handles them fine, just over the jump, and a successful run. The Supra has a time of 5.47 seconds. First completed run of the day for the Supra. Gotta be feeling good about that. Just gets over the jump. Looks like he got some kind of lucky bounce to help him get over that. So the Supra, here's the third run. Through the launcher fine, and hits that first elevated turn and just flies off the track. So let's see what happened there on the replay. Once again, smooth sailing through that straight. All cars are going to be successful there. Handles the 181 just fine. Like I said, does get sketchy for taller cars. Through the booster, just a little off the track, and that's going to cause him to hit the wall in that elevated turn. So having trouble coming out of the booster, but he does have a successful run.
Alright, so a good start for the Toyota Supra. One completed run with a 5.47 time, a 5.47 time. So there he is. He is currently our leader, so he's going to go right here. He is the only car to go, though. Next up, I got one I think a lot of you are probably excited to see run down the track. This is the Fiat 500 in a police scheme. I know a couple of you suggested using this one, so there it is. Very cool car. Gonna get a chance to run down the track today.
Alright, here we go. Second car of the day. It is the Fiat 500. He is off on his first run. Let's take a look at it. Over the hills, flying through the straight, hits the 180 and flies out. He was going way too fast through that straight, and he came into the turn way too fast and paid for it. His momentum and speed just carried him out. Let's take a look at the replay. Flying through the straight and then just flies out of the turn. You gotta come through that turn slower if you want to be successful. We'll take a look at it one more time from a different angle. Here we go. You can see he just comes flying through that turn and pays for it. So disappointing run. Let's see what he does with the second one. He's off through the straight, handles the 180 fine this time, and rolls out of the second elevated turn. Definitely coming through the straight slower this time. He learned his lesson. Handles the 180. Little wobble there, but he manages to hang on. Hits the booster just fine. It looks like when he hits the second elevated turn, he just lost all his speed and momentum and couldn't complete it, so he rolled out. Yeah, just lost it all and rolled out of the turn and fell to the lower level. He's got one run left. hoping for a successful run so he has a shot at the podium. Let's see what he does. He's off through the straight, handles the 180, fine, elevated turns, he's through them this time, over the jump! No, sir! You shall not pass. He handled the turns fine this time, but when it came to the jump, yes! 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 He's gonna do it! He's gonna do it! No! Just does a somersault. So close, yet so far.
Time to move on to our third competitor. The Fiat 500 came so close, but just couldn't hang on that final turn and that jump. So he did not finish and still remains behind the Toyota Supra. And now it's time for the Volkswagen Beetle. This was the 2015 E-Case Treasure Hunt. So, pretty interesting design in pink, yellow, and blue. We'll see how it does. Remember that Toyota Supra's time is 5 seconds, 5.47 seconds.
Here we go, third competitor of the day. It's the VW Beetle. Here comes his first run. He's off through the straight, handles the 180, fine, elevated turns, second one, can't hang on, just rolls out of it. Second run of the day, we're going fast here, hits the elevated turns and rolls out again, having the same problem over and over again. Same turn both times. The Fiat struggled with this too, just cannot carry enough speed through the first elevated turn to make the second elevated turn. He's rolled out twice. Here he comes. Third one of the day. Through the straight. 180 fine. Elevated turns. Can he make it this time? No. Just no. The VW Beetle just struggling here. Cannot hang on. So he will not qualify.
So the Volkswagen Beetle struggled with that second turn after the booster. Just like the Fiat 500 did, it did not complete a run. So if we do have a tie for second or third, we will have a couple of races to decide that. But let's get on to it. Next car, the Volkswagen Brasilia in a gold color. This is the Christmas edition. So Volkswagen's going to get a second chance. Let's see how it does.
Alright, here we go. Volkswagen needs a second chance with the Volkswagen Brasilia. Let's see how he does. We are off on his first run. Handles the 180 fine through the booster. Elevated turns. He's going to roll out of the second one. Let's take a look what happened there on the replay. Just looks like he didn't go into that turn completely straight and hit the wall. The Fiat and the VW Beetle were also struggling with that second elevated turn. Their problem, though, was they could not carry enough speed and momentum to complete the turn and were rolling out. The Brasilia's problem was he just didn't go into go into it straight, and because of that, he hit the wall. So, let's see what he does with his second run. Definitely can't be successful. He's a pretty fast car. Let's see what happens. He's through the 180, fine, through the booster. Elevated turns, handles just fine. The jump, success! He's our second successful car of the day. What was his time? It was 4.97 seconds, a half second faster than the Supra. He is your new leader. Let's take a look at the replay here. 180 degree turn. It can get sketchy for this car because he is fast and the momentum can carry him out, but he handles it fine. Through the booster just fine. First elevated turn was perfect. The second one was perfect as well. The jump was probably the weakest part of this run. He did not land completely straight. It was a little crooked when he landed, but he straightened himself out. We'll take a look at it in a second. Here it is. Over the jump, lands a little crooked, but straightened himself out. Lost a little bit of time there, but he's fine. Third run, spins out of the 180. Let's take a look at that one more time. He went for all or nothing, and he got nothing. So, he did only complete one run, but he is your leader. He's got to be feeling good about himself with only one car left to go.
All right, so the Volkswagen Brasilia moves into first with a 4.97 second time, almost a half second faster than the Supra. And we have one car left for today. That is the 2012 Ford Fiesta. All he has to do to reach the podium is complete the track. If he does not, we go into the tiebreaker with the other two cars that failed to finish. So there's the Ford Fiesta. Awesome in this snowstormer scheme. All he has to do is complete the track to reach the podium.
Alright, here we go. Last competitor of the day. It is the 2012 Ford Fiesta. Successful run means he reaches the podium. Here we go. First run of the day for the Fiesta. He's off through the 180, little wobble there, handles the elevated turns fine, over the jump, and a successful run. Time, 4.96 seconds, 0.01 seconds faster than the Brasilia. He is your new leader. Let's take a look at that replay. Was absolutely flying down this straight. Came into the turn really fast, huge wobble, manages to hang on, and from there he just takes off. Best jump we've seen all day. He takes off straight, lands straight, and that's the reason he beat the Brasilia. Second run, he can do whatever he wants with it. Through the 180, elevated turns, over the jump, and another successful run. A time of 4.98 seconds. He is dominating the course. Here we go. Last run of the day. It's already happened. We'll just show you the replay here. Once again, handles the 180 fine. Manages to hang on, but wasn't completely straight coming off that booster and hit a wall. Going full speed and hitting a wall, not a good combination. One more look at it here on a replay. Ow.
So here's our little award ceremony. Finishing third with a time of 5.47 seconds. It's the Toyota Supra in red. Finishing second with a time of 4.97 seconds, it's the Volkswagen Brasilia. And if you want to talk about drama, well, the Ford Fiesta gave you that. He beats the Volkswagen Brasilia by 0.01 seconds. He had a time of 4.96 seconds on his first run, barely edging out the Volkswagen Brasilia. He is also the only car to complete 2 runs today. His other run was 4.98 seconds, 0.01 seconds slower than the Brasilia's run. So, talk about consistency. This car showed it. And he is your winner. So thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Our rally car champion today is the 2012 Ford Fiesta. Pretty good fit, I would say. So that's all for now, and see ya.